then the other thing I was gonna say is if you are over a certain age and you're finding that in the last couple of years your makeup hasn't been looking as good, you've just been feeling like it's heavy and it's aging you. Another thing that I see when I'm out doing freelancing on women over a certain age is they're usually 9 times out of 10 using a foundation color that is way too light for them. And that is a big, big mistake. It's almost across the board. And if you are wearing a foundation color that is too light for your skin tone, even if it used to work for you in the past, but if you're using one that's too light, it's going to accentuate texture on your skin in a way that a slightly darker shade would not, even if it's the right formula for you. And sometimes you could have a foundation product and the formula is looking good and it's worked in the past, but when you put it on, it's off, and that's usually why. So you can stand to go 1 shade darker or 1 shade warmer. I mean, nothing crazy to the point that, say, you'll have a line of demarcation once you put your foundation on where you're gonna look dark here and lighter here, nothing like that. But maybe you could go a step warmer or just 1 shade up. And sometimes that's the little magic bullet, and that's all you need to look younger, is to just make sure that your face looks a little warmer. And sometimes that takes care of the texture issues and it's not going to be settling in pores and things like that. So that's another thing to try. So, but I really, really am a fan of creams, like how I was kind of talking about in the beginning. I really love cream makeup, and I haven't really gone back from using creams since I've been stocking my own kit. And there's a lot of really wonderful cream foundations out there. The one that I really love and use is my mascara makeup, and I have a palette right here to show you guys. So this is basically like my entire face in one palette. And this is like my fall palette because I came back from our convention and they had such beautiful fall colors. Look at these, you guys. Like, these are so yummy looking. So these will be great for fall. So these are all lip and cheeks creams, and these are, oops, sorry, these are cream eyeshadows here. And I use this dark contour shade as an eyeliner, if you can believe that. But so this is my whole face in one compact, you guys. And I've got my creams here. Oh, sorry, these are my contours and these are my creams. And this is just really the best way I have found in my 40s now to look youngest, because creams allow me to make as thin and sheer of a layer as I want, so it can look like a tinted moisturizer if I want, or I can amp it up and give myself more coverage, but it doesn't look cakey. And if you apply it right, it will look beautiful. Now, if you're applying creams with a heavy hand, just like with any other makeup formula, it's gonna look like garbage. It's not gonna look good. So the key to makeup, whether you're gonna be using your liquids or whether you're gonna be using a cream, is you wanna start out with light, a light layer, maybe max 2. Always try to use the least amount of foundation product that you can get away with to get the level of coverage that you want. And if you apply your light layer all over and you're finding that you've got maybe some spots or a blemish or a dark circle or something you want to cover, then you can go back in with your concealer type brush and stipple and spot on those areas that you need it. But try to abstain from doing a really heavy second layer all over, because that's when you start running into trouble and it starts looking cakey, and no one likes that. And you don't like it, and the people that are looking at you don't like it either. That would be so mean if they told you that, but well, then they really wouldn't be your friend if they told you that, but you know what I mean. So that's why I really like creams, and that's why I would encourage you, whether it's using something that I use or using something out there that's looked interesting to you in the way of a cream formula, give it a try, because creams are absolutely, hands down, so awesome, and they're so adjustable. And there's so much pigment in creams that I can get the level of coverage I want just from a light layer. And then if I need to go back and stipple in with a very light additional second layer, I can do that, and it won't look gross and it won't look heavy. They're buildable. They're not heavy and cakey at all. People are always saying, oh, cream makeup, you're using cream? What is that like? Is that like super heavy? I don't know if maybe they're thinking that it's like pancake makeup or something when you're on stage, and I guess that's fair. You think of cream and you think, oh my gosh, that's so heavy. It's heavier than a liquid. Well, actually it's not. It's all in the way you apply, it's all in the way you layer, and it's all in the quality of the product that you have. Make sure that it's a high pigment ratio in that product. And if you have a lot of pigment, you know, you won't necessarily have a lot of weight on the skin. You can get away with a less product with really beautiful coverage. So what I can talk about in other lives, because I don't want to go too crazy and bore you guys, is if you have any questions, type them and let me know. If you have questions about powders, how to effectively use powders when you're over a certain age, because you still can and should use powders to set, especially if you're having problems with how long your makeup is lasting, the longevity, then you still can use powders, but there's strategic ways that you need to be using them when you're over a certain age. And we can talk about that. I had a couple people ask me about primers. Should they be using primers or not using primers? So if any of you guys are interested in that, let me know. I have my opinions on primers. I think each situation or person is different. It kind of depends on what you're doing. It's kind of like when you're building your wardrobe, and some days you're going to go out with a parka, and other days you're going to go out with a tank top. So I kind of think of my makeup and my skincare wardrobe as a regular clothes wardrobe idea, where I apply and put certain layers on or certain products depending on what I'm doing that day or how long I want my makeup to last, what have you. And then, yeah, and then any other questions that you guys would have, let me know. But what I wanted to say was I'm having so much fun with you guys. You guys have been giving me such great feedback and engagement. It's been so fun. And I'm glad to see a couple of people popping on here, so I'm not talking to myself, because that's not fun. But thank you for coming by. And if this is a replay that you're watching, I appreciate that. I really appreciate the replay. If you haven't followed me on Instagram yet, please do. I'm at Happy Gorgeous Life, and I'm going to be doing a giveaway coming up. So if you're interested and you like Target and you want to maybe sample some cool makeup that I'm going to be giving away, you might want to check that out. So it's at Happy Gorgeous Life. And also, I'm going to put in the comments the link to my Facebook group. So if you like what you're seeing, you like this crazy lady on here talking, you're digging this madness, head on over there and join my group. I'm crazy, I'm a loon, and I think that if you're a loon too, you would probably really love the group. And thanks for watching, you guys, and I appreciate all of you. Have a great day. Be safe out there, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.